Happy Mother's Day. Today the hymn sing continues on Mother's Day. I did try to find something that was maybe more suited to Mother's Day, and I had actually considered something based on the Magnificat from when Mary finds out that she's going to have Jesus, and I thought, well, that might be something fitting. However, you won't find a lot of that in Protestant hymnology, so that was a search that ended up somewhat fruitless. But as I was searching through and looking for something, I stumbled across the song "For the Beauty of the Earth." And it's just this really simple, lovely tune, and it's really a hymn of thanksgiving and praise. And it's one of those hymns that, it's just beautiful, and it fits kind of any occasion. And Mother's Day it's a good day to be thankful. It's a good day for praise. And even if we're not feeling thankful, it's still a good occasion for it. We think about, the will of God as being something that is greatly mystical and mysterious, that, we need to spend our lives trying to search out what is that specific will that he has for us. But I was really struck by this verse when I was reading it a few years ago, and it's 1 Thessalonians 5:16. And Paul says this: "Rejoice always, pray without ceasing, give thanks in all circumstances, for this is the will of God in Christ Jesus for you." So you can look at that verse and say, well, what is the will of God? Well, the will of God is to rejoice always, to pray without ceasing, and to give thanks in all circumstances. And this song, "For the Beauty of the Earth," was written by Folliot Pierpoint, who was a man who lived in the town of Bath in England. And actually I'm wearing my earrings that came from Bath today, from when my husband and I got to go there a couple of years ago. Cute, beautiful town. And the story is that he sat out on sort of the hillside and was looking at the beauty of nature that surrounded this quiet little town in the western part of England, and he wrote these words and was just overcome with the beauty of the earth. And he was kind of doing an exercise that I've done in the past when things are really difficult and you're really struggling to hang on. I have found, and I know it's, people say it and you feel like it's trite advice, but it works, it really does, which is to start writing what are those things that you're thankful for. And he started his list with the beauty of the earth, what he saw. And through this hymn, the lyrics go from the beauty of the earth to, just the wonder of God and creation, to then that beauty and joy of human love, of the relationships that we have with each other, to the wonder and the beauty of the church and its role on this earth, and to even then the most beautiful thing of all, which is Christ and the gift that he gave, the gift of himself. So just on this Mother's Day, if you're struggling, if you're having a hard time, whether it's you're stressed about finances or what's going to happen, if you're just, sick of your family and it's Mother's Day and you want to love your kids, but my goodness, if they say your name one more time, you're going to lose it. Or maybe you have been trying for years to be a mom and it just hasn't happened yet. Or you've lost through miscarriage or infant loss or child loss, or even adult children. It's never easy. I'd just say, let's just take a moment and sing this simple tune with these beautiful words, where our writer here, Pierpoint, has given us some things to think about that we can be thankful for. And I have found that when we turn our hearts to praise, and when we follow the advice that Paul gives us and reminds us that this is the will of God, to give thanks in all things, that it does help change that perspective. Even if just for a moment there's a bit of a relief from maybe some of that grief and gloom that you're feeling. So happy Mother's Day and enjoy. Thanks.